Okay, welcome everybody. Happy International Women's Day. I'm so pleased that we're able to come together to celebrate this day, but also to launch our domestic abuse and violence against women and girls strategy. It is a multi-agency strategy. It's not led by the council. We've supported the development of it, but it is very much a multi-agency partnership. And the contributions from our colleagues in the voluntary and community sector who lead so much important work in this area, as well as the police and health services and GPs that we've already talked about, picking up the early signs of domestic abuse and making sure those victims get the support they need. 1 in 4 women will experience domestic abuse in their lifetime. What we want to do is break that cycle. I'm really glad to see so many men in the room today. We'll be hearing from our ambassadors for White Ribbons later. But it's so important that men get behind this cause, call it out, stamp it out, stop it.
As the Deputy Chief Executive of the Council and as a woman in a senior leadership role, I'm totally committed to supporting the delivery of Barnet Domestic Abuse and Violence Against Women and Girls strategy. It sets out a partnership approach focused on a vision for Barnet to be a borough where everyone can live free from domestic abuse and violence, and to improve support and response for all of the victims and survivors in Barnet. Today, there's more acceptance than ever before that women bring different experiences, perspectives and skills to the table and make irreplaceable contributions to decisions, policies and laws that work better for all. Barnet Council continues its commitment to tackling domestic abuse and violence against women and girls. We commissioned 4 specialist domestic abuse services, specifically the Advocacy and Support Service, 2 Women's Refuges, the Perpetrator Programme and the IRIS Programme, Identification and Referral to Improve Safety, which trains GP surgery staff on identifying the signs of domestic abuse. Today we're launching our strategy for the next 3 years. We've set targets and clear and measurable goals to deliver our action plan for the benefit of women and girls of all ages.
It is an honour to be with you today in my capacity as Chairman of the Barnet Safer Community Partnership Board to the launch of the Domestic Abuse and Violence Against Women and Girls Strategy 2022 to 2025. The new Domestic Abuse and Violence Against Women and Girls strategy sets out our vision for Barnet to be a borough where everyone can live free of domestic abuse and violence against women and girls. This also encompasses male victims. Indeed, our aim is to ensure that all victims and survivors receive appropriate service responses and are able to access support irrespective of additional barriers they may face when seeking help. The strategy was developed in consultation with partners, survivors and the public in Barnet. The voices of the survivors are clear. Please listen to our needs, and everyone's experience is unique. It is important that support services recognise this. We believe preventing violence against women and girls is everybody's business.
Tackling gender inequality is not just an issue for women. Everyone suffers when so many people are prevented from realising their full potential. Equality is essential to tackle poverty, and both men and women need to be part of the solution.
It is extremely auspicious that this event coincides with International Women's Day, which is celebrated on the 8th of March and is an annual call to advancing gender equality. In Barnet, we have developed a strategy which seeks to reduce the prevalence of domestic abuse and violence against women and girls, both in people's homes and in places of work or education, and in the community, to improve the support and response for all victims and survivors in Barnet and to hold perpetrators to account. We need to work together to prevent violence against women and girls and to make sure our communities and homes are safe for everyone. It is right that today we join together, united in our common desire to bring an end to violence against women and girls.